Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nomta or Ilo, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, we love to see it. Nomta Ilo TV. So in today's video, I'm gonna try to keep it very brief because I'm not trying to waste your time, but at the same time, I do want to kind of give value. I feel like it's been a while since I sat here and kind of spoke to you guys. You know my hoodie already, so there's no need for formalities or anything like that. Whoop whoop. So anyways, today I'm here to talk about like debate again. So this is something I did mention a bit in a previous video, but you guys didn't actually say much about it. When I went for debate again, obviously, and when we went for debate, like I remember after debating, you know, because debate, you kind of get paired up with someone random, and then afterwards the judges choose which team won, and then you come back into the room and they kind of give you back the feedback, right? So today I just really saw that experience that happened on one of these debate sessions, and it really related for me with the love of God, and that's what I want to share today, right? Like the concept of how God loves. I really saw it in debate, and I really wish that after explaining this you kind of get where I'm coming from, or it becomes clearer to you the same way it was for me. So anyways, we had a debate topic, and after debating, so there are normally 4 teams in debate. So for someone who doesn't know, there's like opening government, closing government, opening opposition, closing opposition, and so you speak like alternatively, like based on each side until the last speaker from closing opposition, right? So once we were done, we get sent out of the room so that the judges get time to actually like agree with each other, like which team did you think made sense, which team did you think came last, and they do the rankings and the justifications for it. And so for me, that whole experience looked like you as a child of God and the enemy in the way. So you as a child of God, and with every action that you've done, so you could stand up there, say stuff that you were not even sure of, but that's basically speaking is you expressing yourself in the world, and you living your life in the world, and then the judgment comes then to say, did this person live the life according to, you know, according to the word, or did they lose it, did they make sense in the debate or not, and stuff like that. So that's how I saw it. So whilst we're on the other room, there are assumptions like, oh, I think that team made sense, I think you sounded good, I think this happened. And so if you are listening to other people in the world, this for me looked like how basically people can assume that you're going to heaven, or like you are such a good person because of all these good things that you've done, and someone else can assume that, oh no, that person's better than you because they've done this and you haven't. And so in that whole season, there's a whole, you know, confusion and, you know, a bit of just like unsureness of trying to figure out if you're in the right or in the wrong, or like just you confusing yourself because of what other people are saying, because you was thinking you're going, and then people are saying, I don't think your team made sense, and then you're thinking, okay, I'm back a bit. So that's how like the whole waiting season looks like, that anxiousness of not being sure where exactly you're going and trying to predict where you might end up. So now coming back into the room, right, after like a few minutes or like 15 minutes, whatever, depending on the time that it took the judges to finally agree on a team that's going to take last, second, third, and first, they finally call you back in. So when they did call us back in this scenario, they ranked us, and our team was second. So when our team was second, the third, fourth teams kind of had an issue with the judges' rankings. So one of them was speaking and was saying, came for me directly, like Nomta said this and I rebutted, like I had addressed the situation. So that's how like the conversation was kind of going, like where the person was really like saying that, oh, she said this, but I came up with on that stage and I explained this, like, so I wouldn't have assumed that their team would probably like rank higher than ours, something like that. Like he didn't actually have to say he didn't think our team ranked higher, but he was just like coming for what I was saying, that like, you know, she said this, and I don't think that, like, you know, I think you might have overlooked this part because we said this instead. And for me, that whole scenario interaction looked like how the devil will come for you on Judgment Day to say, but they did this, but they've done this as well. But at that point, I kid you not, I was so peaceful. Like, I literally felt no need to even open my mouth and try to justify what I said. I remember my teammate trying to be like, but didn't you say this instead? And I was like, do you know what? I don't even remember what I said. And so what happened was I was sat there like relaxed as a baby. You know, when a child is just like walking with their mom, like they have no stress. They don't have to think because they know their parent is going to do the thinking for them. So in the same light, for me, that was literally the same case. I was there relaxed, like, bro, this is none of my business. Like, the judges have ranked. I didn't rank myself there. That is, you know, exactly, I didn't put myself there. I didn't rank myself, so I have nothing to justify. But instead, I didn't even fear that, oh, the judge will change his mind. And I want you to come into the throne of God, unto the throne of grace with such boldness that if Christ has chosen to die for you, has chosen to save you, you have nothing to say. Like, you literally have no one to explain to that, guys, I'm deserving because of this. I had no worries at all at that point. And you know what happens in that debate session? Like, as that guy kept on saying, no, but their team said this and this and that, you know, I sat there and watched and watched everything unfold as the judge tried to explain to the guy that, no, even if you say that, Nomcha then says this, like, it just didn't make you qualify. Like, the judges were so strong on their conviction because they've made a decision, and that decision has been backed by the evidence that they felt was justifiable. And because they need to stay consistent, they will not just be like, oh yeah, you're right, I made a mistake. Like, they back up what their result is because they want to show us that, hey, I am efficient. I thought this through. I didn't just wake up and think, okay, I'm going to make this team win. So you best believe that they're going to defend you if someone doesn't think you deserved, to a point that you end up going like, I did say that, didn't I? So in the same light, for me, that's how I relaxed. And this concept for me is for you to say, when you come with the case into God's hands and he reassures you that, do you know what, I've forgiven you, do you know what, I have chosen you to do this particular task, you might be thinking, God, I can't be the one talking to these people, I was worse than them, or I've done worse than them. But if God's chosen you, even to those people that don't like you or don't think that you deserve, he's going to defend your honor in their presence. Like, when I say God's going to defend your honor, I mean, you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to try act impressive so that they like you more. You just have to do your job, the one that he has called you to be. And all you need to see is, all you need to do when he's justified you or when he's defending you is be still and know that he is God. Now, I told you that my judge, I was confident that he's gonna back his argument up because I never selected myself, right? In the same light, I told you that the reason they do that is because they want to be consistent. They want to be people that we can rely on to say, this person can make sound judgment because they don't just go back and forth on their word. Because you can't tell me I'm second, the next thing you're telling me, oh, sorry, you're third, right? So in the same vein, what more God, who is unchanging, the same yesterday, today, and forever, who is unchanging. So you can be rest assured that whatever decision he's made about your life, that decision to bring Christ into this world, to say, you know what, I want my people to be saved, he's not going back on that word. He is going to stay consistent. So if he's defending your honor, he is going to be consistent in defending you. So you need to trust that, do you know what, God's got my back. So honestly, guys, I hope this has been a very helpful segment in just reminding you that God has got your back, and he's not going to just be changing and switching sides. And to know that some battles are not worth you fighting. Like, literally, you have nothing to be fighting about because that's not your battle to begin with. That is none of your business. God's got you covered. He knows what he's doing, and at the right time he'll finish what he started. Okay, guys, I hope that has inspired you to remember that your relationship with God is solid, and if he's defending you, you do not need to defend yourself. If he's sending you to do something, you do not need to prove to the world that, oh, I'm deserving because I've done this and that and that. Let God do the justifying. Let God send you the same way he sent Moses. Like, there was no explanation. You don't owe anyone an explanation as to why God has specifically selected you for a certain task. All you need to do is answer when you're being called. Answer when you're being called. This is probably like one of the quickest videos I've done. Honestly, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to watch this video, and thank you for subscribing. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking the videos, keep on sharing them with your friends, and until next time, but for now, bye.